There is a quiet force within you, a force that has been with you since the moment you first opened your eyes to this world. It is not money, not luck, not talent, but something far more powerful: the belief in yourself. Self-belief is the hidden fire that shapes destinies, turns dreams into reality, and lifts ordinary people into extraordinary lives. Yet for many, it is the one thing they forget to trust the most. Believing in yourself is not arrogance. It is not pretending you are better than anyone else. True self-belief is a quiet confidence, the voice that whispers, "I can face this. I can try. I can rise again." It means that even when the world doubts you, you choose not to doubt yourself. It means standing tall in the storms of rejection, failure, or fear, and still saying, "My journey is not over. My story is still unfolding." Think of every great inventor, leader, or artist. What separated them was not that they never failed, but that they believed their failures were stepping stones. They trusted in their inner strength when no one else did. Let me share with you a story, not of a hero from centuries ago, but of a man who walked among us not so long ago. A young boy was born in poverty in rural Kentucky. His father died when he was just 6 years old, and his mother struggled to keep the family alive. He dropped out of school in the 7th grade, worked odd jobs, and even faced rejection after rejection in business. By the time he was in his 60s, most would have said his life was ordinary and destined to fade away quietly. But this man, he believed in himself. At the age of 65, he received a government check for $105. For many, it would have been a sign of defeat, the start of an old age marked by dependence, but not for him. With that small check, he asked himself, "Is my life really over? Or do I still have something to give?" He remembered a simple chicken recipe his mother had taught him. With nothing but faith in himself, he went door to door, trying to sell his recipe to restaurants. Do you know how many times he was rejected? Over 1,000 times. But he did not give up. His belief in himself was stronger than the chorus of no's that the world threw at him. That man's name was Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. What most thought was the end of his story at 65 became the beginning of a global legacy. All because he believed he still had value, even when life had told him otherwise. If Colonel Sanders could start a worldwide empire at 65 with just a recipe and unshakable belief, what excuse do we have to stop believing in ourselves today? But let us be honest, belief in oneself is not easy. Doubt creeps in quietly. Sometimes it is the voice of society telling you, "You're not enough." Sometimes it is the weight of comparison, as you look at others and think, "They are better than me." And sometimes, the greatest enemy is your own reflection in the mirror. But here's a secret: even the strongest, most successful people hear those same whispers of doubt. The difference is that they don't let those whispers decide their destiny. Fear will always exist. Doubt will always visit. But self-belief is the choice to rise above them. So, how do you nurture this force within you? First, remind yourself of your worth. Every human being carries infinite value. You are not defined by one failure, one rejection, or one mistake. You are a masterpiece still in progress. Second, celebrate small victories. Every step forward, no matter how small, is proof of your strength. One tiny act of courage each day becomes a mountain of self-belief over time. Third, surround yourself with light. Your environment matters. Spend time with those who uplift you, with books that inspire you, with thoughts that nourish your mind. And finally, speak belief into your own life. The words you say to yourself are seeds. If you plant words of doubt, doubt will grow. If you plant words of strength, strength will rise. When you believe in yourself, the world around you begins to change. Opportunities appear where before there were only walls. Courage flows where fear once lived. Self-belief gives you permission to dream bigger, to take risks, to create, to lead, to love. It transforms life from something you endure into something you shape. It is not about being perfect. It is about being persistent. It is about saying, even if I stumble 1,000 times, I will rise 1,001. My friend, there will never be another you in the history of this universe. Your voice, your vision, your gifts, they are unrepeatable. Do not let them fade because of doubt. Do not bury them because of fear. Believe in yourself, and you will see what the world has been waiting to see all along, the power of your light. Remember, mountains are moved, dreams are realized, and lives are transformed not by those who had all the answers, but by those who dared to believe in themselves when it mattered most. If this message has touched your heart today, take it as a sign that it is time to rise, to trust, and to believe. And if you are walking this journey with us, seeking wisdom, courage, and inspiration to live with purpose, then join our growing family here on Shining Trails to Prosperity. Subscribe, share, and let us walk this path together. Because when you believe in yourself, you do not walk alone. You shine a light that inspires others to believe as well. Believe in yourself, because you are far more powerful than you've ever imagined.